Now, time is just flying by. It seems like just yesterday that I was expecting. And moms, you will get this, right? When you're expecting, complete strangers will walk right up to you. They'll put their hand right on your belly. I hate that. Especially because I'm not pregnant. That is just creepy in Walmart. But my son now is already 268 months. And he just graduated college with a degree in film and cinematography. That was weak. Okay. It's okay. But, you know, he was able to help me put together a 3-minute demo video using his new skills. And that video only cost me $100,000. Now, he is my only child, so you can imagine how upset I was when I found out that he wanted to relocate to our basement. All right, by looking at me, you might not know this, but I love children, except for the little neighborhood kid. He keeps banging on my door. Mrs. Corey, we're raising funds for a class trip to Disney. I'm like, I don't think so, Parker. You're homeschooled. So I found out some really important information. I want to pass this on to you. There are certain things that you can say to children that you should never say to adults. But imagine if you could. Here you are, you're at a family reunion. Oh my goodness, Aunt Becky, look at you. You've gotten so big since the last time I've seen you. You are quite the chunky monkey. I bet you grew out of all your clothes you had from last year. Cousin Carl, my goodness, looks like you lost another tooth. You are gonna put that tooth fairy out of business. Uh-oh. Think somebody here had a little accident. Was that you, Nana? Cousin Karen, I can tell you've been cutting your own hair again, haven't you? We need to get those scissors away from her. Uncle Billy, I can tell you got dressed today all by yourself. So I was scrolling on Facebook, you know, and one of my Facebook friends posted, "Oh, my husband, he's so sweet. He just sent me this beautiful bouquet of flowers for no reason at all. It's gonna be a great day." So I posted, "My husband just put his underwear in the hamper. It's gonna be a fantastic day." But I've been married now for 25 years. Yeah, we're at that point where we complete each other's sentences with all the wrong words. But I remember the very beginning of our marriage, right? My husband would be getting ready for work, and you know, he'd come over and give me a little kiss goodbye, and I'd smell his Calvin Klein cologne. And now, you know, he's getting ready for work, and he comes over and he gives me a kiss goodbye, and I smell Ben Gay. It's not sexy at all, but it has cleared out my nostrils. And over time, we've learned how to speak each other's love language. Like, he knows mine is spending quality time, and I know his is, "Stop spending money, Rhonda." We've also learned each other's timetables. Like, I know now when he says, honey, there's only 5 minutes left in the game. It means the same thing as when I say, honey, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. So we're in the car, we're spending some quality time together. And he looks over at me and he says, Rhonda, do you know what's longer than the line at Walmart on Black Friday? And I said, would that be your love for me? And he said, no, that would be the hair on your chin. So I flipped the mirror down. I'm like, oh yeah, that is quite a whisker. So I took my fingernails, and I put them together and I tried to pluck it out. Ladies, you know what happened. Curled that baby like a Christmas ribbon. So I reach in my bag and I'm trying to find my tiny little flat iron. And I straightened it out. Gelled it back down. And I didn't make any mention of the mohawk that was growing out of his ear. So we pull into the parking lot, right? And he parks so far from the restaurant door, I started a fundraiser for the walkathon. I'm out there getting sponsors. 50 cents a mile. He said, Rhonda, it's good exercise. I said, honey, you go on ahead. I'm gonna wait for my Uber. So I meet him at the restaurant door, and there's a big sign that says, kids eat free every Tuesday. And what I see is, don't come here on Tuesday. So we get inside the restaurant, and I hand off my Fitbit to the waitress. And we sit down, and he is not paying any attention to me whatsoever. And I'm thinking, maybe it's my beard. Well, I look around, and there's televisions all over this place. I'm like, oh, that's why I picked it. I thought it was because we had a coupon. So I reached in my handbag, and I pulled out my universal remote, and I shut them all off. Now I had his attention. And the attention of the manager. And we are no longer welcome at Applebee's. So we're having this amazing conversation. Okay, basically, I was just talking a lot. And I said to him, honey, I think I want to buy one of those coloring books, that they have for grown-ups. And he said, why, Rhonda? You're never going to use it. When's the last time you used your grown-up Easy Bake Oven? He's always trying to get me to cook. He calls me every day on the way home from work. Hey, what do you think about dinner? I'm like, I think it's a great idea. He said, you know what, Rhonda? I want cooking to be fun for you. Money is no object. You go out and you buy yourself one of those fancy kitchen gadgets. You guys, I found the world's greatest kitchen gadget. I love my new vending machine. Guess what his favorite meal is? E7. So 25 years we've been married, right? Last year, he totally forgot our anniversary. So many wives would give their husbands the silent treatment. I would never do that. Why reward him? And I know this because for Christmas, I bought him these noise-canceling headphones, He wears them all the time. They're not connected to anything. He said they're his favorite gift ever. But you know what? This year, he totally made it up to me. He went out and he bought me this very pricey Swarovski crystal bracelet. But don't mention it to him because it's a surprise.